What's up, guys, and welcome to another episode of The Block is Hot. Today is Wednesday, Mystery Wednesday, which means I'm going over something random in the crypto space that I think is helpful or useful or something you guys should know. Today, I'm going to be talking about Bitcoin ATMs. I'm going to be going over what exactly they are and why I think Bitcoin ATMs are a huge investment hack and could save some people on here a decent amount of money, especially when it comes to taxes. But without further ado, guys, let's get into it. So what exactly are Bitcoin ATMs? Well, Bitcoin ATMs are very similar to fiat ATMs, but instead of withdrawing or depositing cash in some circumstances, you're actually able to buy or withdraw Bitcoin. Bitcoin ATMs are starting to pop up everywhere. They're in gas stations, they're in Walmarts. Walmart is actually buying thousands of more of these to put into their different stores. And what's really cool about them is it's not just Bitcoin anymore. You can do Ethereum and Litecoin and all of these other coins depending on which ATM you go to. There are a ton of websites out there that show you where these Bitcoin ATMs are. For example, Coin ATM Radar will show you every single Bitcoin ATM near you that you can not only buy at, but you can also sell at. So for example, I can say, hey, I want Bitcoin or I want Ether, and now I can put in my zip code. I just put a random zip code in New York, and you'll see here, guys, there are tons of them everywhere. This is something that has really been popping off recently, and I'm about to go into why. The first reason these are popping off is just because of how easy they are to use. This is basically a small video that I found online, but you can go to these different ATMs. You can hit buy or sell depending on the ATM you're at. You can put in how much Bitcoin you want to purchase. All you have to do for verification, guys, is put a cell phone number where you're going to get a PIN to put into the ATM. Now all of a sudden you can pick what you want to buy or what you want to sell. You can simply buy it, and then all you have to do is scan a wallet QR code. So for example, I can have an exchange such as a Kucoin account, and if I want to deposit Bitcoin, I can get that QR code on the ATM. I would simply go through the process to buy it. I would then scan that QR code on my phone, and now I'm able to buy Bitcoin and send it to that address, or I'm able to send Bitcoin from that address, such as Kucoin, over to the ATM and then withdraw fiat currency. Overall, the process is super easy, and there's a couple reasons as to why you would want to do this. Reason number one is privacy or ambiguity, right? Think about it this way, guys. If I am trying to buy Bitcoin on a centralized exchange, I need to be KYC verified. They are going to know my identity. I am giving them my social security number, my ID, everything, right? And if I don't do that, I won't be able to deposit this fiat currency. And if I can't deposit that fiat currency, I can't buy any cryptocurrency, right? So the whole thing that Bitcoin ATMs are kind of going around, they're kind of saying, hey, all we need is a phone number, right? And we don't care if it's a burner phone, right? And you're going to be able to buy cryptocurrency with cash, and you're going to be able to send that to an account that may not have to be KYC verified. So for example, you can make a Kucoin account right now anywhere in the world, even in the US, and you can buy and sell the majority of major coins out there, and you don't even have to be KYC verified. You can do this completely under the radar where no one knows who you are. So all you need is an email address or a phone number. So for example, if you didn't want the government to know about your Bitcoin, if you didn't want anything to be tracked back to you, if you wanted to avoid taxes, which I am not recommending at all here, and I'm totally not doing any of this, you can simply go to these ATMs, spend your cash, get that Bitcoin in your Kucoin account, make as many transactions as you want on that Kucoin account, and none of it is going to be taxed because they have no idea who it is because it's not KYC verified. The second reason why you would do this is it also goes the opposite way. Let's say you've been doing all these trades on this Kucoin account that no one really knows about and the government doesn't really know about. Well, the problem is you can't get your fiat cash back, right? Like, you can't get cash back from a central, you can't just make a ton of money on Kucoin and then send all that money to Coinbase and be like, yo, man, let me withdraw all this in fiat. Like, no, there's going to be a huge flag there. It's going to be flagged as money laundering. They're not going to allow you to do that. And then because you do have to be KYC verified on Coinbase, the government's going to be like, where did you get all this money, bro? Like, they're going to be like, dude, how did you get all this money? Where is this coming from? The really cool thing about these Bitcoin ATMs is you can also withdraw fiat currency in a lot of them. So for example, if I was making all those trades on that Kucoin account where I bought the Bitcoin originally and sent it to originally, now all of a sudden I want fiat cash. Well, now all of a sudden all I have to do is go to a Bitcoin ATM and I withdraw and I send my Bitcoin to the ATM and they're going to give me fiat cash for that. So it's like a complete crazy workaround to into this whole system. Now, I want to stress here, do not use these to just avoid taxes, or avoid government scrutiny, whatever the case is. Like, I am not recommending that at all. I am just saying the different use cases that people use these Bitcoin ATMs for. The other big point that I want to bring up here that's really cool with these Bitcoin ATMs is that it enables people like me that have most of their money in crypto to be able to get that money the same day and very, very quickly. I could go to a Bitcoin ATM right now and I could withdraw that Bitcoin and I could get cash, and I don't have to worry about trying to transfer it to all these different places and then withdraw, and it might take a couple days. I can do that the same day. Now, the big thing is, guys, is that the fees are pretty high on these Bitcoin ATMs. They can range from anywhere from like 5 to 10%. So make sure before you go to the Bitcoin ATM that you look up on their website or you call in and you see how much these fees are. Now, if you are someone who's crazy and not what I'm recommending and trying to avoid taxes, that 5 to 10% fee you're paying on the Bitcoin ATM is probably going to be a lot less than all the capital gains taxes you're going to have to pay making transactions constantly on a centralized exchange such as Coinbase. Overall, I really believe that these are going to start popping off everywhere. When I went to Vegas, not only probably like 5 months ago, I was very surprised to not see any Bitcoin ATMs in the casinos. I think that this is going to be a pretty revolutionary thing. I think we're going to see these pretty much everywhere we go, and it's going to be a very easy way to be able to exchange fiat currency and cryptocurrency rather than going through all these different hoops and hurdles that we currently have to do. What's really cool about this is that this is a pretty big business if you want to own Bitcoin ATMs as well. I've been looking into it a little bit, but I think you can get a lot of these machines from anywhere from 10 to 20,000, and you can make a lot of money pretty quickly from it because the fees are set so high. So if you are someone that has a lot more money and maybe has a good location, a safe location to put this in, really consider it, because I think this is something that's going to blow up a lot more, and I believe that it is very profitable to run these things. Like, I believe that the transaction fees that these Bitcoin ATMs are making are a lot higher than regular ATMs just because the amount of demand from it. You can't just go to Wells Fargo, for example, or Bank of America and withdraw your Bitcoin, right? But you can do that with cash. So what's cool about owning a Bitcoin ATM is you're providing a service that banks aren't providing yet. So you're going to be getting a lot more money and a lot more business than a lot of these ATMs that are already out there. And dude, there are so many cash ATMs out there. So just imagine, with Bitcoin ATMs, them actually, having more value and having more of a use case. Like, just imagine how well those are going to do over time as well. That pretty much sums up today's video though, guys. Just remember, do not do this to avoid taxes, okay? If you get in trouble or the IRS comes after you, that is not on me. I am simply telling people about the Bitcoin ATM opportunities and how they work, and how cool it is to be able to get your crypto into cash in a different way than the normal way. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video or you learned something, please give me a thumbs up, and I hope everyone here has an awesome day.